if I could run with you. And from what I have heard, you do the same thing too. I wanna say for...
Hi and welcome back to another one of our videos. Today is a bit of a different video to what we normally do. We normally vlog and do like challenges and stuff. But this one is a sort of sit down chat with me. This is something that really needs to be addressed, and it is addressed by like loads of other like big YouTubers, but I always feel that with the big YouTubers, like, I don't know why, I just feel like they have to say it. Like, it's just to make other people feel better, whereas I would feel a lot better if someone said it that didn't have that many subscribers and wasn't very big to say it, which is why I'm saying it, because, you know, we're not big, we never will be big. As you saw by the title, it's Haters Back Off, Be Yourself. So as soon as this video is about being yourself, I thought that I would do the whole video with a bow in my hair, just to show that I am trying to be myself at the moment, and I will explain why once I have this bow in my hair. This is going to look really bad, but I really don't care. Ooh. That actually looks awful. I'm going to have hair falling out, so apologies for that. You should be yourself no matter what. So when I first started school, when I was 4, I didn't really make friends. And when we went up to the junior school, between year 3 and year 6, you were at this junior school, and I got bullied and I didn't have any friends at all. I remember walking up to the school gate every morning crying because I didn't want to go to school, and that was because I was getting bullied. But it wasn't that bad then, it was just sort of like people saying stuff, and I always told the teacher, and then that would mean that I got bullied more because I told the teacher. And I just think that no one should be made to feel like that. It wasn't too bad because, you know, I didn't have any anxiety back then. I just sat on my own, had lunch on my own, because back then it wasn't that bad. Like, you didn't get judged for not having any friends or judged for doing stuff by yourself. At the time as well, I was ice skating and doing like competitions and stuff, so sometimes like I think I missed a few days of school because I was at competitions, and I think that didn't help because I think people were jealous that I was getting time off school. So junior school done, bye, it was all good. I moved to secondary school, and I was really excited to go to secondary school because of how much I'd been bullied in junior school. As soon as I went for my first day, I was like, this is going to be amazing, and let's go, let's do this sort of thing. And then I went, I got bullied quite badly. I remember going to like the head teacher every day asking if I could move forms and stuff like that. But then now looking at it, I'm glad that I didn't, because then I was just running away from the problem. Luckily it did stop all the hate and all the bullying, but obviously you still got stuff said to you every now and then, but it didn't bother me that much because the way I tried to stop it was I completely changed who I was. Before then, I never used to watch TV at all. I just used to sit at home, do nothing. I don't even know what I did. Like, what did I do for fun back then? I don't even know. Took like a bit of personality from one person, from my favourite person from one TV show, another from another favourite TV show, and I put them together. That was my character that I went to school as. So as soon as I left the house, I was that character, and I never broke character until the end of the day when I got home. And I was exhausted when I got home because acting all day takes it out of you. But I think now it's helped me because now obviously I'm wanting to go into acting. Like, I know that it's going to be hard, but because I've had to deal with it before, I know that I would be able to cope. I still had that bit of personality in me that was me. Apart from that, I completely changed who I was. I changed the way I acted. The only thing I didn't change was the way I walked. I never changed that, but I didn't change my look either. I just sort of kept, because I never wore makeup when I was like that age. I just sort of changed the way I spoke. Like, I spoke more low, and that's how I'm talking now. I'm talking quite low. But normally my voice is quite high, but I think that's because I learned at college that apparently throughout your speaking voice you can tell whether you're soprano, alto, or whatever you are. So I'm guessing that that's why I have a high voice, because I'm always singing soprano whenever we do like songs and stuff. But I just lowered my voice because there was things being said to me like about my eyebrows, because back then I never plucked my eyebrows, I never waxed them or anything. I mean, like, come on, focus on your education before you talk to me about my eyebrows, because, you know, I'm pretty sure you go to school to have an education, not to have an education on how to pluck your eyebrows or have an education on how to like bully people or stuff like that. You go to school to learn, to do your GCSEs, get a job, and then make money, and then have children, and then so on. And it was just, why are you hating on me when you're not here to hate on me? Like, is that what makes you feel good? Do you feel good by like hating on other people? I know that I wouldn't feel good for like hating on someone. Another thing I got bullied on was my weight as well, because I used to be twice the size of what I am now. Obviously I am still fat now. I know that I am. See, I even hate on myself. I lost a lot of weight one Christmas doing panto, and we are doing again this Christmas. That's my little panto dates thing. It's stuck up because just in case I forget when I'm in. I was doing a lot of dancing, and at the time I was going through anxiety, like quite bad. And it was fine, you know, I just had anxiety attack sort of thing, and I was like, oh, that's fine. But I was having anxiety because I had flu the Christmas before. So I was scared about having flu the Christmas, which is quite weird. I stopped eating, so I was dancing and not eating. And that put together, like, I lost like loads of weight. But I still do need to lose my weight because I don't like it. I went to college and I completely took away any traits that you might have of me, and I just sort of completely acted different to how I would at home. However, I did still, with my hair at school, I very much brushed it, slicked back into a ponytail, and was like, that's it, I'm not doing anything else apart from that. Whereas like when I got to college, I did start to do more with it. Like I started to plait it and stuff like that. That was basically it. That was the only thing that was myself in there. And I'm not saying that I was never myself, because otherwise, I mean, if my friends are watching this vlog, they're gonna kill me for saying this. But I guess they never really saw the real me. I suppose they did sometimes over messages, they did, but not really. I didn't want to have anything to do with the bullying at secondary school, so I moved college like an hour away from home, because I didn't want to like risk bumping into anyone. And so that I kind of had like a completely new start, but still was never myself. And because of the college was an hour away, I was leaving the house at like 7 o'clock in the morning and not getting home till like 6:30 sometimes. Them 11 and a half hours of the day, I was not myself. And then so when I got home, I was exhausted. It has been one of the best 2 years of my life, because, you know, I've barely had any hate at all from like college. Obviously you do get some, but like that's normal. Like everybody gets it. Like just it's not affecting you. And I have learnt a lot of college. I've learnt sort of why I should be myself, but why I'm not myself. When I first started to create this character, I was not ready to grow up. Like, I'm one of these people who clings on to childhood. So like the things that I would have done back then, I now do now, because I've missed out on some of the years that I've not wanted to grow up. Some things are just like my comfort, like I meow like a cat because of my anxiety. Obviously people say that pets really do help, but I don't have any pets, so I'm guessing that if I'm anxious I meow to like almost feel like I have a pet there, I'm guessing, which is really weird, and I'm literally cringing saying it now, and I know that I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate for this video, but no one watches it anyway, so we're all good. But that was it. I uploaded a video literally like when I was at secondary school, and I got so much hate for it. Me and my best friend at the time, I mean she still is my best friend, don't get me wrong, we uploaded a video and I walked into school the next day and everybody was watching it. I was like, what's going on? And then they were all laughing at it and I was like, do you know what, I don't care, because you know you can laugh at it all you like, but you know you should be focusing on your GCSEs, because I'm pretty sure it was in the GCSE year. They don't like it, so what? And we carried it on for a while, but then I think me and my friend were both just like, we need to focus on our GCSEs now. I literally, as soon as I said the meow thing, I was sat here like, why did I say that? But I'm probably still going to include it in the video anyway, because that's me. And I'm telling you all you to be yourself, so the least that I can do is be myself on video. I believe that everyone should be themselves, because no one wants a world where like everybody is the same. No one wants to wake up and go outside and be like, oh, hi so and so, how are you today? Because you literally have nothing to talk about apart from how are you today, because you're all the same. You have the same personality. You literally have nothing to talk about because it's the same. Who wants a world where everybody is the same? I know that I don't, but I guess people do, because otherwise why would people hate? Just be yourself, because otherwise I think that there's so much stuff going on in the world now, like to the point where people are self-harming, people are even worsely like committing suicide, most probably because I know that some people do because of hate, and that's just awful, because I think for it to have got to the point where that is happening, it needs to stop now. You should never be made to feel like you can't be yourself. You know, you are born to be who you are, not who anyone else is. You go to school to be who you are, not who anyone else is. You grow up to be who you are, not who anyone else is. And the amount of times I've had people being like, just be yourself, it'll be fine. And it's like, but it won't be fine if I be myself. It will be fine if you be yourself, okay? I ignored them and I did the wrong thing, and I should have just been myself from the start. Maybe now I would grow up a bit and actually act like a 18-year-old than a 5-year-old. You know, that's me, and that's why I put the bow in, because I have so many bows still from like when I was little, and I go to Claire's now, and like if I see a JoJo bow and they're like, oh, I want it. And I like pretty things. I like pretty glitter sparkly things, but I'm guessing that's why I like performing, because that's all those things. And I'm guessing when I'm not on the stage I miss it, so I just act like I am on the stage. So why have I brought it up now? You know, we've only been vlogging for vlogging? Did I say blogging? Vlogging. We've only been vlogging for 6 months, but I did sort of brush up on it in the Christmas haul video where I was talking about the drone. But basically, I've recently discovered a YouTuber called Colleen. I'm not going to try and attempt to say her last name because I'll fail, and then I don't want to do that. And I've also discovered Miranda Sings. I literally have nearly finished Haters Back Off on Netflix, which is why the title is Haters Back Off, because that's why I decided to make this video. Miranda Sings is supposed to be this comedy, funny character, which Colleen has obviously made. However, I feel that, to me, I can relate to Miranda, which is quite weird. There was a scene in Haters Back Off, it was the first episode, and it was a scene between Miranda and her sister. Is her sister's name called Emily? I don't know. I think so. Probably got it wrong. But there's a scene between Miranda and her sister where her sister's like, says that if you're two different people will hate. And I was sat there thinking, yeah, that is completely true. I thought that because obviously I'd been watching Miranda Sings YouTube, I was like, oh, you know, it won't be emotional, it will be all funny. I cried at that scene. Literally cried, because I related to it so much and I could put myself into that position. And then Miranda replied with, but being different's good. Which it is, it's true. And both of them things together are true, which is why people change, because they want to be themselves and be different, but if they are different they get hate. So that is why I basically made this video, because I completely agree with everything that was said in that scene, and I think everyone just needs to back off, basically. You know, leave people to be themselves and think about what you're saying before you say it. And you have so many assemblies at school where it's like, think about what you're saying before you say it, but nothing ever works. And this video probably will never work, but I'm determined to stop it to a point where people can just live their life and be who they want to be, not what anyone else wants to be. That's why I'm making this video, because it needs to be said, and it's about time it's said. It needs to stop. People are leaving school because they're getting bullied. They don't feel like they're part of the school, which was how I felt. I never felt like I was part of the school. I just felt like I was walking into a place where everyone knew each other, and I didn't. And I just walked in there and was like, who are these people? Yeah, basically Miranda sings I can relate to her. Obviously not that extreme, but like the small bits that she does, like there's one where she goes to a park. Who doesn't want to go to a park when they're older? Like, I know I do. My mum's cousin came round like last week, and she has one son and one daughter, and her daughter, I don't know how old she is, but she's quite young. And I literally said, can we go to the park so that I can play on stuff with her? Because I wanted to, and that is something that I would do. And you know, I still like Disney. Like, I'm pretty sure not many people my age like Disney. Like, I literally, last year I went to see the Disney princesses and cried, because that is me. I am Disney, sparkles, glitter, bows, pretty things. That's me, not anyone else. There's so many people now that are just like, it's like they're the same people. Like, you see groups of people in town and they're wearing the same thing, and they're acting the same, and they're buying the same thing, and it's just like, be yourself. Like, don't be who they want you to be. I know that I need to be myself, and I know that other people need to be themselves, and I'm really am trying to be myself. It's just a bit hard. You have hidden yourself away for so long, like hidden your true self away for so long. Like, obviously at home I'm myself, it's just out and about, but even like now, like to a point I'm not completely being myself. But yeah, Miranda sings. I love her. I love the character. So go watch her. If you haven't seen her, I will link to both of her channels in the description box. Then you can be happy. Be young, be foolish, but be happy. Sorry, that was a song in my panto from last year. I just sort of be happy. So I'll leave links in the description box. Go check her out, subscribe, and you will be like, woo, after like a day of watching her. So yeah, I know that Colleen will never watch this video because, you know, like, what are we on? 56 subscribers or something? I don't even know, so she'll never watch this video. But if by the rare chance she does, and she gets like really bored to the point where she wants to click and watch this whole video, I just want to say thank you for making Miranda and making her so relatable. Like, I know that it must feel really weird playing her because of how over the top and a comedic character she is, but to some people out there, there will be someone who can relate to Miranda like me. I just want to thank you for everything with Miranda, with your other channels. Like, I'm sure that you've changed many people's lives, and I've literally just pretty much started watching her. It was only a couple of weeks ago that I started watching her. As soon as I watched the first video, I was like, this woman is crazily, hilariously good. Her acting is just on point, like amazing, and I would love to be able to act that well, but that will never happen. So basically, go check her out because you will literally feel like yourself again. So I just think that everyone needs to be themselves. I know that I'm not a big YouTuber and will never be a big YouTuber. I'm just like a small girl who likes to make videos for fun. If you are someone who thinks it's fun to hate on someone, if you see someone in the street that doesn't act like you, rather than saying, you don't act like me, like, what is wrong with you, sort of thing, be more like, even if you don't, say, you look really nice today, or just put a smile on someone's face. Like, if you feel the need to bring someone down, because I feel a lot happier if I make someone feel better than if I make someone feel bad. Obviously, like I said, I'm not that big, but I don't care because it needs to be said. And even if just one of our subscribers, sorry, can relate to this video, if I can help one person, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna take every opportunity I can to help that one person. Whether I have like 1 subscriber or how many subscribers counts as big, I don't care, because this needs to be said, and this video is an important one. Don't hate on people, and if you are one of the people who is getting bullied, just remember that they're only trying to bring you down because they know that you're higher than them. They're only trying to bring you down because they can't stand the fact that you're better than them. That's the only reason they do it. I'm going to end this vlog now. I'm not going to do the normal like, subscribe, comment, because I really don't care about that. This isn't what this video is about. This video is about being yourself. I think that that's what should be done. And I also want to say again, thank you, Colleen, for creating Miranda and helping so many other people out there, helping me. I hope that one day I can meet you and thank you in person, but until then, I'm guessing you're just going to have a little vlog. So I'm sorry. I hope you like this video. I hope that it's helped some people who have clicked on this video. I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be a happier one. Bye!